Want to get creeped out? Welcome to Just a Little Stitious,
where things go bump in the night and sometimes it's just your fridge.
or us tripping over furniture, or something terrifying lurking in the dark. Welcome back to Just a Little Stitious, Season 2.
Baby.
Yeah, I'm Megan.
I'm Jess.
We're sisters.
Believe it or not.
Yeah, because one of us is nice and one of us is a total bitch.
Yeah. You.
Sure. At the end of every episode, we want to share a story that someone has sent in, whether it be paranormal, cryptid,
Unexplainable events, anything.
Yes. So if you have a story that you want us to potentially share, send it to justalittlestitiouspod@gmail.com.
And we're always watching it.
Tell me what's new. You told me a little something earlier I want to hear more about.
I have been practicing seeing the aura of things around me and people.
Oh, tell me more.
I found this chick. Can't remember her name.
We'll find it and link her.
I'll find it. I watched a whole bunch of her videos and she was teaching people how to look at things, auras. And to be honest, at first I was like you stare at anything long enough, you're going to see some lines and shit. But no, it was weird. At first I saw nothing. So then I was like, fake. And then I kept going and just kept trying. Yeah. I was like, I really want to though.
Mm-hmm.
And then it happened. And I was like, oh my God. First it looks like a little halo and then it starts to change color.
Really?
And yeah, it's pretty neat.
So
you can see the color of people's auras.
Can you see mine?
Here, hang on. No, I can't. You're moving too much.
Oh,
maybe it's just dark in here.
Maybe it's too much pressure.
Maybe. Yeah, I've also been throwing names in the freezer. I've been putting people on ice.
What? Not after murdering them.
No. Just the regular kind. I've been sending bad negative energy back to people who have wronged me. So if you're someone who's wronged me and things are happening right now that suck, I'm giving it back, bitches.
I love that. I love it a lot.
Yeah, I'm going to keep going too. I'm actually really intrigued.
I love this. I love this for you and I love it for me because I am also beginning my journey of similar things. I've started a protection jar.
Oh, cool.
And I will be doing other things. But I recently went to Edmonton. On my way to Edmonton, I was listening to a podcast. It's called Diary of a CEO.
Okay.
Mom actually told me about it.
Oh, of course. Okay.
Yeah, but I watched it because the guy, can't remember his name, had this neuroscientist on. I can't remember her name either because I'm the worst, but we'll link it. Anyways, she's a neuroscientist who started looking into signs and life after death, basically.
Whoa, okay.
After her husband tragically passed away. Yeah. Love of her life passed away. And she started having strange experiences.
Okay.
At first, she went to some mediums and stuff, and she wasn't pleased with it. She was like, this isn't enough.
Right.
So she was like, if this is something that you can do with your own mind, and I've been researching neuroscience for all this time, I should be able to learn it myself.
Yeah.
So I listened to this podcast. It was amazing. Highly suggest listening to it. But basically, she was like, try it out. Ask for a sign and see if anything happens.
Yeah.
So I started out with asking a sign that is nothing crazy, right? You could ask for something that's really obscure or random to kind of really test it and see, you know what I mean?
I've also been doing this too.
Really?
Yes. I also saw that on a video and I've been doing it.
Oh, that's funny. So as I'm listening to this podcast, I think in my mind, I don't even say it out loud. I think about Grandma Smith.
Okay.
And I think, while I'm on this trip, send me a sign of a monarch butterfly.
Okay.
And the entire time I was gone, I kept my eye out for a monarch butterfly. And I mean, it's summertime in Canada. So I thought, there should be a pretty good chance that I see one.
Yeah.
I was gone for 8 days out in nature. Didn't see a single one. Yeah.
Weird.
On the drive home at a gas station in Saskatchewan,
yeah.
I went in there, went to the washroom, and I got out of the car, took the same path in as I take out. And while I was in the bathroom, I was thinking to myself, I'm almost home. I'm not going to get my sign.
Yeah.
Walk out of the gas station, and right on the sidewalk, it wasn't there before, was this dead
Crazy.
monarch butterfly. So absolutely, this could have been a coincidence. Not saying it's not, but it was my first test and it worked.
Yeah.
So I will be trying this further. You've been trying it?
I did. I heard something about, it was practicing your psychic abilities and stuff and to talk to your spirit guide. I don't know what they call them. Something like that. And it's similar. And they're saying to like ask for just little things or ask, and something they said is if you're listening to the radio, just think of the song and see if it plays. And it said like doesn't have to be right away. Just keep listening and see if you hear it. And I thought of that song, Paint the Town Red. I don't know why. It just popped into my head. I don't like that song. That's the thing. Yeah. But I thought of it, popped in my head, which is weird because I never hear the song. I think it was like 3 songs later. It popped on.
Oh, really?
And I was also listening to a radio station that like I don't usually listen to.
Yeah.
And I hadn't heard the song in so long. It just popped in my head. And
I love that.
Played. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Well, we're going to keep practicing and we'll keep you updated. Yeah. So. All
right, Meg, what story are you telling me?
Well, I happened to stumble upon, there used to be a website, Stumble Upon. Ever heard of it?
No.
Okay, moving on. I was death scrolling on TikTok.
Of course.
And I came across this girl. Her name is Leara.
Okay.
And she was telling her story of how she lived in her own horror movie for 4 years. This was an extreme haunting in Pennsylvania. Her story grabbed my attention because you could just tell how authentic she was. You could just tell, like, I hate it when people say this, but you can tell she believes that this happened for sure, right? So if you are someone who believes in the paranormal and stuff like that, like, I believe her.
Yeah.
I believe that this happened.
Right.
So if you're a skeptic, I mean, we're going to link her so you can go check her out, but go see for yourself. She's just very genuine. I've been chatting with her and asked her if we could talk about her story. Trigger warning in this story for gore and self-harm. So this is an extreme haunting in Pennsylvania. A family rents a house that was previously a church parsonage. Do you know what that is?
No.
Okay. So a church parsonage is like there's a lot and then there's a church and then there's a house. Sometimes the house is attached to the church.
Yeah, my priest. Yeah. My priest.
Okay. Yeah. And sometimes it's not. So this house, it wasn't attached to the church, but it was on the same lot.
Yeah.
Beautiful looking house too. The main person in this house who was targeted by spirits, entities, was Leara. And I think she was around the age of like 12 or 13 when they moved in.
Okay.
She has PTSD from this. Like, this was terrifying. And also at that age, because this, like I said, she was there for 4 years, she also wound up missing out on enjoying some of the important events that go on during that age.
Right.
Which we understand too.
Yes.
But this also just goes to show how, like, we went through things that were, well, we had some supernatural experiences, but we went through things that were just like real life.
Yeah.
Not that this isn't real life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this is just going to show that the supernatural can be very traumatizing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. This haunting had a lot of effect on her mental health. And she also, at the time, just had such a hard time relating to her peers. And we'll get more into why as we get into the story.
Okay.
Like I said, Leara was around the ages of between 12 to 15 while living in the house. Leara and her parents moved into this very large, gorgeous house because it had very cheap rent. Red flag number 1.
Yeah, always.
Yeah. So there were some red flags, but money was tight. The apartment that her and her parents were living in at the time was way too small for them.
Okay.
And they needed something quick and cheap. Also, I will say too that she has other siblings, but they were adults, so they had already moved out and were not living with them. So it was just her and her parents.
Okay.
This was the first time that anyone rented the house outside of the church. It had always been someone inside the church who had lived in this house previously.
Right.
And the house was built in the early 1800s. So here are some red flags while viewing the house. Okay. So first off, the first time they view the house is just Leara and her father. The realtor explains to them, which I don't even know why the realtor would mention this, but whatever. But the realtor mentions to them that the previous tenant had barricaded the stairs going up to the second floor.
Okay.
Would not go upstairs on the second floor was the only bathroom that had a shower. So that person that stayed in that house previously would go somewhere else to shower because he would not even go up the stairs to shower or use that bathroom. Yeah, Leara said that because of this, the upstairs was like a lot dustier, a lot dirtier. Leara and her father did experience this like oppressive heaviness when they visited the house, but they didn't talk about it at the time. Specifically, they had gone into the basement, and this is where they felt this heaviness and this oppressiveness. And Leara remembered looking at her dad and like feeling that he was feeling heaviness and oppression as well.
Right. Okay.
But she said he was visibly unsettled, but usually not afraid of anything. So again, just a red flag. And just a little bit about the basement. There were multiple rooms in the basement. And in one of the rooms where the washer and dryer was, there were built-in bunk beds. They were bolted to the wall from the floor to the ceiling.
Okay.
And then another room in the basement had this hole in the floor that had dark water in it. Leara remembered her father using this stick to like stick it into the hole.
See how deep it is?
Yes. And it seemed bottomless. Which is just, it's just a weird, random thing, right?
That's terrifying. I wonder how big this hole was. Could you fit in it?
That's a good question. And I don't have the answer to that.
I want to know, because I want to know danger level.
I feel like I feel like it wasn't a whole, like a very big circumference.
Because I'm imagining, I have one in my laundry room, and it felt like this, like a small child. But it's like not deep. It's like a few inches.
Right.
But it's like this big, like a child could.
Right. Gotcha.
Fall through.
Interesting. Yeah, we'll have to ask her about that. Also, Leara's mother did express having a bad feeling about the house. But as I said earlier, they needed somewhere to rent cheap and fast. So they wind up moving in. I also feel like it's important to mention that Leara's parents did experience the haunting as well.
Okay.
But neither of them told Leara what they experienced until all of them had already moved out of the house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll see that Leara does tell them a little bit at first, but then she stops and none of them talk about it until after they've moved out. From the day they moved in to the day they moved out, Leara said she felt watched. No matter when she was in the house, no matter where, she always felt watched. Their family dog would refuse to go upstairs to the second floor and would sit at the bottom of the stairs and growl. So another red flag.
Always gotta listen to your dogs, man.
Yeah, literally.
Dogs know.
They do. It's like in all of the stories of like really extreme hauntings and people have dogs. Like,
they sense it.
I'm also going to give a little bit of context about the first bedroom that Leara stays in.
Okay. Because
this is kind of where the paranormal experiences start. And there was some major events that occur in this bedroom. She describes this as one of the worst rooms in the house. And I'm pretty sure that every family member she has feels this way. So this bedroom gave severe nightmares to anyone who slept in it. Leara described this room as putting the deepest, darkest nightmares into your brain. It caused sleepwalking and sleep talking in people who had never done that before. Or since. She only stayed in the room for about 5 or 6 months.
Yeah, it's not good for like a young teenage girl.
No.
Or preteen.
Yes.
Yeah, no good.
She said noises could be heard throughout the bedroom at night, and this is right from moving in. The bedroom was also an L shape.
Okay, interesting.
So there were portions of the bedroom behind Leara when she slept. Which,
I don't like that. I don't.
I
couldn't imagine.
No.
I always like to be back against the wall, head to the wall, facing door, always.
Yes.
That's my thing, yeah.
Me too.
And away from the window if possible.
Oh, I like being near the window because Canada gets cool and I'm always sweating my ass off.
I make Arthur sleep by the window.
So the first major incident that happens, Leara is sleeping in her bedroom alone at night.
Okay.
She had begged her parents to have a TV in the bedroom because she had already been hearing noises and was freaked out.
Yeah.
So she wanted it for the light and the sound.
Yeah, fair enough.
Her parents eventually agreed and gave her a super old TV. And it only had a few channels on it. It was like one of those really small, like box ones from back in the day. I think she's a 90s baby, like mid 90s.
She would have been probably the same age as me.
Yeah.
Because I was 13 in 2010.
Okay. Yeah. So she's around your age. On the third or fourth night of having the TV in her bedroom, she wakes up to it suddenly blaringly loud. And not only that, though, it was playing a Catholic mass.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. And also, by the way, this church isn't even a Catholic church.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, yeah, it's playing Catholic Mass. Leara's like, I didn't even know this channel existed. She tries turning down the volume. It won't work. And eventually the TV would just shut off on its own. Her parents at the time blamed it on the TV just being old.
Yeah.
This would happen, though, at night for months.
Oof.
And a lot of times around 3 a.m.
Oh, witching hour. Would she just like unplug the TV and it would keep going, or she didn't unplug it?
No, she would just wait and it would turn itself off. Yes.
That's terrifying.
Right. The other weird thing is that she would like flip through the channels later on and try to find that channel, and she could never find it.
Huh. Weird.
So eventually she got rid of the TV.
Same girl.
She had a similar incident happen with an old radio that she had in her bedroom as well. Wakes up to it all of a sudden being blaringly loud. I hate that.
Me too. I really hate that. Especially, I hate the radio more than the TV.
Really?
Yeah, I hate that.
I hate the TV more because I think it's just because of all the horror movies, and especially like growing up Catholic and like Catholicism being related to like demonic entities, and then like the TV turning on to a Catholic Mass is just
oh, it's freaky.
Yeah,
I know. I think I just don't like the radio because what I'm picturing in my head is, you remember like our old boom boxes from that back in the day, and you turn those things all the way, and like it's so loud, and it's like a weird kind of loud, and I hate it.
It's crackly.
I do not miss those huge things.
Me either. But I kind of do miss them, actually.
No, I don't miss having CDs to put in stuff and scratch.
Yeah, but what about a good old mixed CD?
You made me my first mixed CD, Unaware. Yeah.
Oh my God.
My first one. Yeah, you did. Because it was right after I got my boombox. I think I was like 5 or maybe a little bit older. But you made me one. And it was like a lot of Avril Lavigne, a bunch of things that you liked. There was Green Day, and there was a bunch of stuff that you liked back then that I still very much enjoy now.
That's awesome. I love that I made you your first mixed CD.
Yeah, you did.
Proud sister.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Also, with the radio, she could see the numbers of the volume. She remembers seeing them like going up, even though the knob to control the volume wasn't moving.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah. And again, her parents at the time blamed it on being old equipment. The next major incident happened about 2 to 3 months after moving in. Leara was asleep, and for context, her bed was near the bedroom door, which was left ajar at night because she wanted the light from the hallway. Girl, same. While asleep, she hears a loud, "Hey."
Oh.
That wakes her up. She did say that the weird part of this is that it almost sounded like the hay was coming from like inside her head. Yeah.
But I mean, that's possible because how I'm thinking of a haunting in particular that I'm not going to get into too much right now.
Yeah.
But you hear stuff in your head. They're putting stuff in your head. You can hear it.
Right. And I mean, like psychics and like mediums and stuff.
Well, yeah.
That's how they hear it in their head. Not all of them. I think some of them like literally see a spirit and it's like they're having a conversation. But I feel like a lot of them hear it in their head. And I think that Leara is probably pretty sensitive.
Yeah.
Probably. She hears that, but right away her attention is drawn to the bedroom door. And she's noticing that the light from the hallway is slightly blocked by something. It was a small human figure, and she instinctually just felt and knew that this was a little girl. Again, I'm feeling like she's sensitive.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Hate little girl ghosts.
The girl turns around, moves down the hallway, and disappears into the attic door, which was like not like an attic door up in the ceiling. Like it was like there were stairs. And yeah, Leara did tell her parents about this, but they dismissed it as a dream.
Come on, Mom and Dad.
Yeah, but do you know what? It's like, because a lot of parents do this to this day, right? First of all, you're using logic and being like, this could have been a dream. It could have been because it was old equipment. I don't want my child to be afraid. So I'm trying to give them a logical explanation so that I'm not feeding into their fear. And I mean,
a lot of parents do. We talked about this in our reincarnation episode.
Right.
Like there's so many things that we'll never hear, we'll never know because parents shut it down.
Right.
And
exactly.
Then, but I wouldn't want to scare my kids either. But like, I mean, my kids know that we do this and we talk about this.
Right.
They know like there's ghosts.
Yeah.
There's spirits.
So I will also mention, and I don't know the religion specifically, but Leara's father also was a preacher. So I'm not sure if that had to do with it at all. But like I said, if you are not someone who talks about the paranormal or is interested in it and your child is like, hey, there's monsters in my closet, what does a parent do? Usually they tell them, there's no such thing as monsters.
Yeah.
But what if your child's actually seeing something?
Yeah. Like I would think you tell your kid you're dreaming, don't worry about it, but then you investigate on your own later.
Yes.
And see.
But it's funny because there was this woman I saw on TikTok, and she was saying like her like 3 or 4-year-old daughter would come into her room and be like scared and say, you know, there's someone here. And the mom would be like, it's okay. Like, it's nothing to be scared of. Like, just come lay with me. You can sleep with me in bed. This is a single mom. Not that parents who are not single don't let their kids sleep in their bed. But anyways, the point is that this mother is by herself with this little 3 or 4-year-old. So she gets her daughter to sleep, but she's like, what my daughter doesn't know is I'm fucking terrified.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, it's okay. It's a nice person. But I'm like, I'm scared.
Yeah. Been there.
Yeah. So like I said, sorry, back to the story. Leara's parents tell her they think it's a dream. But the day after it happens, she is going through her closet and she notices that there is something on the wall tracking the height of a child in her closet. She'd never noticed it before. Okay. She kind of felt like she was meant to see this. There was a name, Mary Jane, and 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 there was ages, so 3 to 8 is when her height was tracked. Okay. She felt disturbed that she was seeing this after witnessing this little girl. She also does say, though, she didn't feel afraid of the little girl at all. Okay, good. So this is where paranormal activity starts ramping up, but Leara describes this as more so small annoyances. For me, right now in my life, I would probably find these small annoyances exciting. Before I started researching the paranormal, these small annoyances would not be small to me and I would be shitting my pants. Yes. But it would start with things like you put your cup down in the kitchen and then it's in the living room, right? Things that could potentially be explained away as well. Yeah. Or lights would turn on or off on their own. We've experienced that. Yeah. But then there is something that happens that brings the experience of living in this house from mildly unsettling, in Leara's words, to truly terrifying. So this creeps me out. Oh no. Leara is in the kitchen pouring herself a glass of juice before school. Okay. What kind of juice? Hopefully orange, because I don't like apple. I was hoping that it was like, no, I don't like either personally. I'm a juice person, but like Five Alive. Oh, that's sweet. Have you ever mixed it with like vodka? Very good. Not at 12. Come on, Megan. 14 at least. I don't know how old I was the first time I had a drink. I think I was 14. I think I was younger than that. Oh, really? I would think I was about 14. I definitely was. Snuck it. Felt something from probably like 3 sips. Like back when mom and dad used to make wine. Didn't you used to steal the wine? Yeah, I did. But I was older. Yeah. That was the best for me. I never thought to steal their wine. I never thought that. I did the vodka and then I put the water in it and then I do rye iced tea, like the iced tea powder that mom always had. And some water to try and... That's so funny. Wonder how that tasted. I don't know. No one ever said anything to me about it. So if you're under the age of 18, we do not suggest drinking. No, drinking is wrong. I'm sober. So I'm sober now. Proud of you. Or 21 in the States, I guess. Sucks. Yeah, it does suck. Move to Canada. You don't come here. No, come here. You can drink at 18 and we don't have Trump. True, but like, man, it's already so crowded. Like, I really don't. I hate people. I'm sorry. You think it's crowded here? Take a drive on any of the interstates. I have. It's like a town every 2 seconds. It's awful. So she's pouring herself a glass of juice. Leara, do you remember what kind of juice? Let us know. Curious. And again, for context, the door to the basement stairs was in the kitchen. Okay. She starts hearing the loudest stomping she has ever heard coming up the stairs. Oh. And with every step, it gets louder. Oh. Yeah. That gave me a tingle. Each stomp is getting louder and louder. It immediately filled her with this feeling of doom and dread. Yeah. She felt like the footsteps weren't human because this would have to be like 1,000-pound person wearing steel-toed boots. This is how loud. Like thunder, maybe. It was like boom, boom. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't like it. Then the door to the basement starts shaking violently, like rattling. What? Yes. No. Like someone was trying to get through. No. Which this causes Leara to drop her juice. The glass shatters. She's terrified. Yeah, fair enough. I could not.
No. I would run away.
Me too.
You have, but I would.
What do you mean?
Like, been there.
Yeah. She runs upstairs to her mom, screaming and crying, saying someone is in the house.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel bad. Like, I feel very bad for her.
Yeah.
I feel terrible.
Yeah.
That's
me
what
too.
I can't imagine.
Right. Because she feels like,
alone. Probably
alone.
very alone.
Right.
Yeah. Probably feels like her parents don't believe her too, which probably sucks.
Yeah. Been there, Mom.
Damn.
Anyway. No, I think like when something happened, Mom did believe me, but she was like, there's a logical explanation.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
Yeah, there is a logical explanation. It's called ghosts.
Ghost.
Her mom immediately grabs the house phone, calls Leara's father, and gets him to come home. He rushes home. He checks the house, looks through it for a couple of hours because obviously her parents are thinking there's a person,
an intruder
in the house. Her dad checked the house. Every window and door was locked. There was nothing moved inside the house. There was no footprints outside the house. But Leara, like I said, felt like this was an entity or a presence. And she also specifically felt like this thing did not want her family in the house.
Yeah, well.
I think if something is like terrifying you like that, especially when you're like that age, yeah, it probably doesn't want you there. I don't know.
That's like the worst age to be terrified like that, I feel.
It is. That age alone, you're like going through puberty, you're in high school, your hormones are crazy. It's hard enough to be a teenager. And then you add this on top of it. It's bad news bears.
Yeah, you're not safe in your home. You're not safe at school. You're not safe.
Right. Exactly. So after this incident, Leara becomes very afraid to sleep in her room alone. She becomes afraid of the dark and refuses to sleep with the lights off. On top of that, she's just scared to sleep in general. She's experiencing severe night terrors, sleep paralysis, and in her sleep paralysis, of course, she wakes up completely paralyzed. If you don't know what sleep paralysis is, I'll just say quickly that it is when you wake up so you can open your eyes, but your body is paralyzed. And typically people see things in the room with them during sleep paralysis. Sometimes they have something choking them or sitting on their chest. It's terrifying. I've experienced it many times. So she wakes up paralyzed, unable to scream, move, or breathe, and a dark shadow figure is sitting on her chest.
Ooh, it's a shadow person.
She also experiences a recurrent nightmare where she's being pulled down the hallway by her legs by a hooded figure. She said the pain felt so real. Her legs were like hurting in the dream. And she would wake up with her legs still hurting. And bruises or scratches on her legs. She would also occasionally wake up in the hallway.
Oh my God.
Despite never being a sleepwalker before. So like I had said earlier, people tend to sleepwalk or sleep talk in this room. She starts to develop a habit of sleeping with her iPod and like noise canceling headphones blaring loud into her ears to drown out all the noises she was hearing at night. She also started taking sleep aids like NyQuil or sleeping pills out of desperation, which she still takes to this day because she wound up developing a habit of like basically needing sleeping pills to sleep. So one night, because Leara is so scared, she has her mom sleep in the bedroom with her. Years later, her mom reveals that she dreamt of tall hooded figures walking through that house at night and chanting, "This is ours, this is ours, this is ours." And her mom never slept in that room again. Took one night.
Did the daughter keep sleeping in that room?
For now.
I would have pulled my daughter out of there ASAP after that.
Yeah.
Just imagine, I'm not going to sleep here, but you stay. You just let me know what happens.
But like, yes, but at the same time, if you are someone who isn't keen on the supernatural or really into believing in these types of things, my mind would go, okay, she's talked to me about this thing.
Yeah.
Or actually, maybe Leara hadn't even mentioned these dreams to her parents.
Oh, maybe.
So they don't know. If she hasn't mentioned it, her mom goes and sleeps in there, has a nightmare. Okay, whatever.
Right.
Her mom goes in there and knows that she's dreamt this. Well, maybe she's thinking about that before she goes to bed, and that's why she dreams it, right?
True.
There are logical reasons
true.
where they could rationalize.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Her dad also slept in that room at some point and had dreams of these hooded figures pulling Leara down the hallway. Not him, but Leara. So this happened 1 week-ish after the basement incident where she heard the booming
Right.
noise up the stairs. But this is an experience that her parents have. So she doesn't know about it until years later.
Okay.
Her parents are alone in the house in their bedroom, which was on the second floor. I should have mentioned all the bedrooms that they were sleeping in were on the second floor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And wait, and the guy who lived there beforehand would not go to the second floor, yeah?
Right. He had barricaded it.
Okay. Right.
Wouldn't even shower up there.
Okay.
The only shower in the house. They're in their bedroom. They're getting ready to leave. They're getting ready to go out. And they hear the loudest stomping they have ever heard coming down the hallway. And then something slams into their bedroom door.
Oh my God.
Her dad rips that bedroom door open to find no one is there. He also felt at the time like that didn't feel like something that was human coming down the hallway because of the sheer loudness.
Right.
Like I said, though, Leara didn't know about this until years later. In this part of the story, this is where Leara actually gets some validation, not from her parents, but from someone else. So this is really weird.
Okay.
At this point, it's been 4 or 5 months of being in that bedroom with the nightmares, the night terrors, the sleep paralysis, and not sleeping, right? She's at around the age of 13. She's sleep deprived, irritable. Her mental health is plummeting. And one of her teachers notices that she's been looking exhausted and seems off. This teacher approaches Leara about it.
Okay.
And Leara winds up opening up to her about what's happening at home. Her teacher asks where she lives. She tells her teacher, and she said her teacher's face turned white. She looked visibly shaken. The teacher reveals that she spent one night in that house when she was a child.
Oh.
She was in a youth group.
Oh, okay.
She said many of the girls went home early and refused to sleep there, and that she wouldn't spend another night there if someone paid her to.
Wow.
I don't think she gets into anything that happened or like if there was anything that happened, if it was just a feeling, I'm not sure.
Right.
But this is the first time that Leara feels believed by an adult.
Yeah.
And this is kind of like bringing her emotional relief because she's like,
no, I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just want to say again, because Leara has also made this very clear, and I agree with her. I don't think her parents are to blame. I think, we learn as we go. And, back then, people didn't talk about this a lot.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And they were just doing their best. Paranormal activity continues to escalate. Leara starts hearing even more noises in her bedroom at night. She can hear whispering that seems to grow closer and closer to the bed.
Oh, my God.
She's not able to make out what words are being whispered.
Yeah.
It sounds kind of muffled.
Yeah. Those are the scariest whispers.
Yeah. But she does recognize 2 distinct voices.
Okay.
She also starts hearing small, like, pitter-patter footsteps in her bedroom at night, which sometimes will start in her bedroom and then move into the hallway. Many times, Leara would hear her name being called or short words whispered, but the voice would sound like a family member.
Oh, weird. Okay.
So, mimic vibes here. Now we are getting up to where Leara finally moves out of that bedroom. This is strange.
Okay.
To some people, this might not be scary.
Okay.
But it's fucking weird.
All right, give it to me.
The family had occasionally found a bat here and there.
Like a baseball bat or like a flying?
No, like a flying bat.
Okay.
In the house. And originally, Leara's not afraid of the bats. They're just here and there. Sometimes they find them, they catch them, get them up. But one night, she wakes up in her bedroom and sees a shadow flying near her ceiling. And it's like dipping and swooping and making the noise that bats make. I don't know if you know this sound.
Yeah, it's a terrible screechy.
Just this immense fear hits her, and she's hiding under her covers, but kind of watching, and she's learning the bat's pattern.
Okay.
Yes. She bolts into her parents' bedroom. She starts from that night sleeping on a mattress in her parents' room. Yeah. Well, for the next 2 weeks.
Right.
Before moving into a bedroom that's directly beside her parents' bedroom.
Okay.
This is where things get really weird, though.
Okay.
After this incident, bats start appearing daily, hanging from curtains, flying inside bedrooms, in the basement, in the attic, and the noise that they make can be heard in the walls and in the drop ceiling.
Oh my God.
The family has multiple exterminators come to inspect the house.
Yeah.
But none of them find any signs of bats. They don't find any droppings. They find no damage.
What? Like, are they seeing these bats? Like, are they real?
No.
Are they imagining them?
Her and her family are seeing the bats.
Yeah.
The exterminators are coming. There's no bats.
And there's no signs
There's
of any
no
bats.
sign of them, and there is no evidence of them.
That's crazy.
Leara mentioned, and I haven't looked into this too much personally, but she does mention that bats can mean a severe infestation of like spirits or to some like demonic entities.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Never heard that before.
And that it could be this evil or bad or demonic tactic to terrify and torment the people that live there.
Makes sense.
The other weird thing is that Leara's father and mother start to randomly sometimes see bats at their workplace, even though they never did before.
Do people that work with them also see the bats?
Good question. I don't have the answer to that,
Okay.
but I think so.
Okay.
Next thing that happens, Leara's sister and her sister's husband come in for the holidays. They come in from California, and Leara knows they're coming, but she's forbidden to tell them her feelings about the house being haunted.
Why? Like her mom and dad said that?
Yes, I think because they just don't want to scare her sister.
Worry them.
So, despite...
I would tell you anyway.
Yes.
I would totally.
Me too. Oh my God, me
There's
too.
no way.
I'd be like, I'm not supposed to tell you this, but despite that, the moment that they step into the house, they ask, what's wrong with this place? Right away, they're like, this place is weird. There's something wrong.
Oh my God.
So they sleep there for one night in the bedroom that used to be Leara's, which was now the guest bedroom.
Right.
They couldn't sleep at all because all night they heard footsteps and they had the worst nightmares of their lives, so disturbing that they wouldn't describe them.
Wow.
They were visibly shaken the next morning and refused to stay another night in the house. They went and stayed somewhere else for the rest of their visit to see their family.
Wow.
Then we have another older sister of Leara's. She moves back home. She's skeptical.
Right.
And I think Leara tells her, like, this is the worst bedroom. And her sister's like, okay, like, skeptical.
Right.
But she winds up experiencing nightmares, hearing unexplained noises, the TV in the bedroom turning on and off repeatedly throughout the night, and the sound blaring loud. Despite this now being a new TV, one night, after many nights of not sleeping, the noises are so bad that her sister begs the entity for one good night's sleep.
Oh.
And it only makes things worse. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Because I always say, like, if someone is thinking or feeling like their house is haunted,
talk to your ghost.
Yeah.
Say, yeah.
Yeah. We don't, like, automatically assume that it's something negative or bad. I'm like, be like, hey, we both have to live here.
Yeah.
Can you not scare the shit out of me or my children? Then Leara's parents are out one night. Leara's home with her best friend, Brooke, and her older sister and her sister's boyfriend were supposed to stay home and supervise the girls.
Okay.
And as Leara puts it, naturally, they went to a party and left the girls. So while the girls are home alone, they had these little electric candles in the windows, the one you just like, turn on or whatever. Yeah. All of a sudden, they all just turned off simultaneously. Oof. And then they would turn back on and then off again. Huh. Then they began turning off and on in like random patterns.
Weird.
And Leara and Brooke start verbally testing specific candles. Like,
I see.
Turn this one on. And then it would turn on.
Oh my God.
Turn this one off. And it would turn off. Later, they go upstairs and they hear the TV turn on in Leara's old bedroom, which is now her sister's.
Right.
Leara goes and turns the TV off, but Brooke jokingly says, let them watch it, referring to the ghosts.
Oh, it turns back on.
It turns back on immediately.
Freaking Brooke, man.
They're still best friends, too.
Come on, Brooke.
So Leara said, like, she felt like interacting with the spirits makes everything worse.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like it.
Yeah. As the night is becoming later, the girls start getting scared from what happened. Yeah. And Leara calls her sister and begs her to come home. And her sister's like, okay, I'll be home in half an hour. Mm-hmm. They get home and the boyfriend is being a little bit of an asshat, as some people do. Not to blame this guy at all, but he was like, okay, the place is haunted, haha, right? Mm-hmm. So he starts taking photos around the main floor and going, is there a ghost here? Is there a ghost here?
That probably backfired on him, didn't it? You don't want to do that.
He snaps a picture of the basement door, like to the stairs.
Yeah.
And he's looking at the picture and he just becomes instantly quiet. He doesn't want to show the photo to Leara, but she insists on seeing it. And there is a full face on the basement door, a large head, huge eyes, and its mouth wide open.
Oh, that's scary.
Right?
It's like that painting, I imagine.
Yeah. So creepy.
Oh my God.
Leara didn't get to keep the camera though, so she doesn't have that photo anymore.
Oh, that's too bad.
But Leara's sister's ex-boyfriend, if you see this,
Please.
and if you have it. Anyway, now we're at 2 weeks after Leara has moved to that new bedroom.
Okay.
She had a rotating armoire that had a mirror on one side.
Okay.
And shelves on the other.
I always wanted one of those. Jealous. I always wanted one.
Well, maybe this will make you not jealous.
Fair enough.
The mirror would wind up repeatedly being turned to facing her bed.
Ew.
Even though every night she would turn it away.
That's bad news, bears.
Right?
Everyone knows that about the mirror.
I feel like everybody doesn't know that.
Well, I feel like everybody should know that.
Maybe.
They don't have to be facing each other to be portals. I learned. You're supposed to cleanse them. Not just once. Like, you're supposed to cleanse them often. I just learned that recently.
Did you cleanse your mirrors?
No.
Okay. Well, we will.
Yeah, I'm going to now. Probably
not.
If I remember.
One night, Leara wakes up and instantly feels like she's not alone. She has a strong sense that whatever is in the bedroom with her is not good.
She's going to see something in the mirror.
In the mirror, which is turned towards her, she sees a very tall, shadowy man.
Was he wearing a hat?
We'll get to that.
Oh, is the hat man there? It's a shadow person, the most common one that people see.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
She could not discern any facial features, but he was wearing a long coat and a top hat.
Did he have eyes? Sometimes he has white eyes and sometimes he has no eyes.
She doesn't mention that. So I'm assuming maybe she couldn't see his eyes.
No, red or black. Sorry. I'm just trying to
verify.
I just looked it up yesterday.
The other thing is the man is only visible in the mirror. He's not visible in the room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But I mean, it kind of like makes sense if this like
it's a portal,
like if the mirror portal theory.
I mean, essentially he could be in the mirror.
Yeah, that's true.
Like he could potentially be.
But I don't think that like, well, maybe like she can see, like it looks like he's in the bedroom in the reflection, but that could be still true. Then a different night, she sees him in the mirror for a second time.
Okay.
And every time she looks at the mirror, she'll like look at the mirror, look to see if she can see him. She can't. But every time she looks in the mirror, he's closer to her bed.
Ew.
Yeah.
So you literally cannot look away from that mirror.
Honestly, and this is like, to me, this is so creepy, but I want to say that when I listened to her story, and this is very rare for me at this point.
Right. Yeah.
Because I've done a lot of research and I read a lot of stories and I listen to a lot of stories, whatever.
Yeah.
I had a hard time falling asleep.
Yeah.
And like my heart is racing knowing what is coming in this story. And that is not common for me.
This girl is brave.
Yeah.
I give her
props to Leara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be shitting my pants. And you know what's interesting though about the Hat Man, now that you're saying it, is typically the Hat Man doesn't do much to you from what I've read, but like he just really likes scaring the shit out of you. And he like loves it.
Well,
apparently people have claimed that he's very curious about his victims.
Oh.
The people who witness him.
Really?
Like, yeah, like from what I read, it's oftentimes people who've seen him will say like the way that he stands there and looks at them.
Yeah.
He looks like he's curious about them. Yeah, which is interesting. Yeah.
Okay. So every time she looks, it looks like he's getting closer. And she hides under the covers for the rest of the night. And obviously barely sleeps.
Oh, gosh. So just a blanket rip off of her?
No.
You're freaking me out. I'm not going to be able to sleep. This is actually really freaky.
I know. When her dad comes home from work the next day, he asks Leara if her sister is okay. And she's like, yeah, as far as I know.
Right.
And in her mind, she's like, okay, like my sister has been staying at a friend's for a couple nights. Like she doesn't really know why he's asking.
Right.
And then her father states that when he left for work in the morning, he peeked his head in her bedroom, Leara's bedroom, to make sure that she's okay, and saw that her and her sister were in her bed. Two people in the bed. Clearly, he's thinking her sister. When her father realizes that her sister has not been home during this conversation, he tells Leara he's just kidding.
Oh my God. I would see, I probably wouldn't say that if I was the dad. I'd try to gaslight her into thinking that she had a boy, that he was mad that she had like a boy or someone in the house, like a.
But then she's still thinking to herself, okay, you saw a second person in my bed.
Oh, that's true.
He wants to be like, oh, no, I didn't see a second person in your bed. Yeah. Shit. He was just like in the moment caught and he's like, never mind. Haha, just kidding. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's.
Oh, poor girl.
It just like sucks, man.
Yeah. At this point, the Hat Man that Leara saw in her bedroom becomes her main fear in the house.
Right.
And basically overshadows any other paranormal activity that's happening in the house. And she just feels like the Hat Man is pure evil.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is. Some people describe him as being the devil.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Okay. This is now a few weeks after Leara is in her new bedroom. Her mom would get up every morning at 4:30 a.m. to go running by 5 a.m. Girl. Dedication that I will never have. Her mom is about to go downstairs when she distinctly hears, Mommy, Mama, in Leara's voice. And Leara's like, I didn't call my mom Mommy at this point either. Just FYI.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Ew.
She then distinctly heard, Mama, please don't leave me.
Ew.
She checks on Leara because it sounded like Leara's voice.
Right.
Leara is fast asleep. So her mom goes for her run. But when she gets back to the house, there is a bathroom on the main floor that has like a kind of like a frosted window, like looking out into the parking lot.
Okay.
And it looks like there are little handprints on the window.
Ew.
And like there is a shadow of someone in there.
Okay, great.
So next thing that happens is Leara is watching TV downstairs and her parents are asleep upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Her cell phone starts ringing with an unrecognized number calling her. She's not answering because like her parents were a little bit stricter. She's not supposed to be on her phone after a certain time of night. Right. She's not answering.
Okay.
But the caller keeps repeatedly calling.
Ugh.
So she finally answers. And the moment she picks up the phone, the TV turns off and the kitchen light turns off.
Oh.
On the other line is a woman scream laughing. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Oh, I can't believe how much this story makes my heart beat fast. It's like this woman sounds like happy, but like scary.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's the worst.
God. Ugh. Leara bolts upstairs, gets into bed, shuts off her phone. One day, Leara is showering while her mom is down the hall on the phone with one of her sisters.
Mm.
And the shower had frosted sliding doors.
Oh.
Leara hears a sound and starts feeling creeped out.
Okay.
She's rushing to get out of there, but at the time, she is shaving her arms. So I don't know if she still does, but she used to shave her arms. I know a lot of people actually used to do that.
I used to do that.
Oh, really?
I did, yeah.
I think I have blonde hair, so I don't.
I have, like, I still do occasionally, actually. I just did the other day.
See? So
because I have cool tattoos. I just feel like they look better ones.
Makes sense. Also, like.
And I have really dark, thick hair everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah.
Ugh, even on my big toe.
That's so funny.
No.
Also, though, shaving is a great exfoliator. Not that I would know. I shave like twice a year.
I exfoliate and I body wash.
Can't relate. Too lazy. Anyways, one of us will look older in our old age, and it will be me times 2 because I am older and I don't do that.
And I also try harder not to smile because it gives you.
You're really good at not smiling.
Because I'm not happy.
Oh, God, that's really sad.
That's because I hate my life.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, that's funny.
I stopped smiling a long time.
As a child.
I was approximately 10. My sister ran away.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. I traumatized her.
I have abandonment issues. My therapist told me it's Megan's fault.
I was 16, so.
And I was 10.
Okay, I'm sorry. I feel very bad for running away, so.
I don't. I think it's funny now.
Yeah, minus the fucking trauma that you still have from it.
It's okay. That's why I've never been broken up with. I break up with everyone else before they have a chance so that I don't have to feel the terrible, heart-wrenching feeling of the person that you love the most leaving you all by yourself.
Oh, this took a dark turn. Anyways, now I feel a little bit depressed. Thanks for bringing that up.
See, now I'm smiling.
That's fucked up. Okay, well, back to this part. The next thing that happens, I'm going to give a trigger warning for gore, self-harm. So if you don't want to hear that, skip ahead a couple minutes. So she hears a noise in the shower. She starts feeling creeped out. She's rushing to get out of there. She looks up and sees a large, dense, kind of smoky, like mass outside the shower door. Not human shaped.
The shadow person.
Not human shaped though?
Mm-hmm. Yep. They can be like a mist. They can be, that's one of the things I'm going to talk about in the cryptid
okay.
episode.
I was going to say, you are like fucking, you got the knowledge on the shadow people.
Yeah, I do. I was the last thing I looked up yesterday too. So I just remember.
You're on your game. When she sees this mass, her razor unexpectedly turns sideways, cutting deep into her arm. Like digging in to the point where there are chunks of flesh in the razor.
That must have been terrifying.
Yeah.
Like how, oh my God.
And you know that hurts like a bitch.
It sure does. Man.
She screams out in shock, and her mother runs into the bathroom just knowing like Leara's hurt.
Did she think that she was self-harming?
I don't think at this point, no.
Okay.
Especially because, you know, you could tell that she like screamed out in shock. So, I mean, if she was like, I'm going to purposely cut myself, she wouldn't be screaming in shock.
Yeah.
So, you know, her mom helps her bandage the wound.
I'm just trying to figure out how.
Well, like, okay, you're like
shaving.
And then it's like
she just.
Yeah.
So she would have had to make the jerky movement, and she didn't even.
Potentially.
Oh.
If it was her. Who knows?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. She still has scars there, but she did get a tattoo over top.
Yeah, same.
She's a cool girl. She has tattoos. Anyway, Leara's mental health is continuing to spiral downwards through all of this. This was what she describes as one of the darkest times in her life.
Fair enough, man.
She was experiencing very dark, intrusive thoughts. She felt disconnected from reality. She's not sleeping, so that's fair. But she felt like she was constantly having like an out-of-body experience. Kind of like dissociating, I think.
Sleepwalking through life.
Basically, yeah. Fuck. Leara was extremely close with her grandma.
Oh.
She winds up actually confiding in her grandma about what's going on. Not completely, not giving all the details, but just enough so her grandma gets the gist.
Right.
And her grandma tells her a few things.
Okay.
First, her grandma tells her that she can rebuke anything in the name of God or Jesus, and to use phrases like, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, you are not welcome here, leave. She secondly says that if a spirit is purposely scaring you, it's not a loved one and it's not something good. And then thirdly, she tells Leara that, you know, one day when she passes away, if she were to visit Leara, it would never be in a way that would scare her.
No.
So keep that in mind for later.
Okay.
Now we are coming to Leara's third experience with the Hat Man.
Oh my God. I feel like just thinking about him so much lately and talking about him. I don't like it. I feel like when you talk about things too much, it just manifests it. And he hears you.
Right. Okay. But also protection. You've been putting people's names in freezers.
That's true. I'll put his name in the freezer.
And you've been doing things, but you know what? Maybe also add to your list of things to do a little bit of protection.
Yeah, I do. I wanna get on that a little bit.
Do some kind of, you know, put some things together. But secondly, also, this is what I've been taught by people who I really respect, who practice witchcraft or are knowledgeable on spirits and stuff like that, is that like you are the most powerful thing. You can like put your energy out there to like protect you and your home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially if you believe in it and believe in yourself. That's the main, the key thing. As I said, Leara had only seen the Hat Man at this point 2 times, but she constantly felt his presence. She felt like he was always watching her, no matter where she was, no matter what part of the house she was in. And she constantly just felt this heaviness and this dread.
Oh.
She was, like I said, experiencing extremely dark thoughts, but she felt like they weren't hers. And she was also feeling like she was just completely losing her sense of self, which at that age, not sleeping, cut out all the stuff that is happening in her home.
Yeah.
If you're not sleeping and going through this.
Oh, no. Yeah. You're making it worse. It's so much worse.
Yeah.
And not only are you experiencing all these scary things, but the odds that you are going to start hallucinating and imagining even more terrifying things that might not actually be as terrifying, but that's what happens.
True. Very true. And also at this point, anything would be alarming. Like it could be
anything would
the fridge, right?
Literally.
And you're like, what was that? Because you're on edge.
Yeah. Anything.
Right?
Oh,
so she always felt his presence. Like I said, before this event occurs, the previous 3 days, she very much just like feels his presence. And her parents were out at the time. She was alone in her room and she decides, I can't see anything right now. Nothing's happening right now, but I feel this presence and I'm going to take my grandma's advice and rebuke this entity. She says, you're not welcome here. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I'm a child of God. As she began to say each word, it felt like everything in her room started to vibrate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, this gives like, I have a visceral reaction to the story. Like, ugh, I don't.
Yeah, I don't. Every time you say something that freaks me, I get goosebumps. I feel the hairs standing up everywhere.
She started to hear an extremely high pitched ringing in both her ears. She feels a whoosh of dizziness, blurriness, and blackening vision. She then hears a loud crash in the hallway. In the hallway, there had been a picture frame that had pictures of her family.
Yeah.
And the picture frame was in the shape of a cross, which was now on the ground smashed. She immediately knew her grandmother's advice had not removed the presence. And she actually felt like the presence, the heaviness, and the dread had actually instantly become worse.
Just like got pissed off.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck you, now I'm gonna make it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. Can't banish me.
Yeah. It's like, you want to play?
Yeah.
That's the vibe, right? Shortly after this happens, she gets called to the office while she's at school. And immediately she just knows. She's like, my grandma passed away.
Oh, fuck.
And it just, you like the way she talked about it too, like it hurt my heart. Like you could just, she was so close with her. And if you're watching this, we are sorry for your loss.
Yeah. Very sorry.
Her father was there and informed her that her grandmother had passed. This was devastating.
Yeah.
For her. Now, this is 2 to 3 months after her grandmother has passed away. And another trigger warning for self-harm now. So again, skip ahead if you don't want to hear this. Leara is experiencing extremely bad insomnia, obviously, but worse than usual. And every time she closes her eyes, she sees graphic and horrific images.
Oh.
Like, yeah. And monsters too. One night, she eventually falls asleep despite these tormenting images.
Yeah.
But is awoken to a concerned voice saying, stop.
Was that grandma?
You're good.
I'm going to tell the...
You're good.
Yeah,
but
grandma's not feeling up?
No, well, I mean, she wakes up and she's actually sitting on the toilet seat, like on top of the lid.
Wait,
it's not weird.
Leara woke up as she was on the toilet seat, or grandma was on the toilet seat?
No, Leara wakes up. And she is sitting on top of the closed toilet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She's holding scissors in her arm and she had cut herself.
Oh no.
She immediately drops the scissors and looks up and sees a woman standing there.
Oh.
Yeah. She couldn't make out any features, but she just immediately knew it was her grandmother. And she didn't feel scared.
That gave me chills.
Yeah, me too.
That really gave me chills. That my heart.
I know.
My heart hurts for that one.
She didn't feel scared. She felt protected. Leara gets this horrific feeling in her stomach, though, and projectile vomits this thick, black, gooey substance.
Oh.
Into the toilet.
Interesting.
Her dad hears her barfing from the bedroom.
Yeah.
The next thing Leara remembers is being carried to the car and then waking up in the hospital.
Yeah.
A day or two later. She does mention this too. She had been wearing a hoodie, and so the cuts on her arms were never addressed, leading her to believe they hadn't been noticed. So it sounds like that they didn't change her into like a hospital gown or anything like that, or I'm not sure. Or if they did, I don't know if maybe she doesn't remember, but if they did, maybe the nurses just didn't mention anything. I don't know.
Okay.
They definitely should have if they did notice that, but I don't know. And she never told anybody the full extent of what happened in the bathroom until years later.
Wow.
After this event, the family still stays in the house for another 3 or 4 months.
Okay.
But we are nearing the event that makes them leave. Leara at this point is beyond terrified. She's concerned for her sanity. She was afraid of her own mind, so she didn't feel safe anywhere. However, after the first 2.5 weeks after leaving the hospital, everything was quiet. There were no paranormal events, creepy events, despite them occurring daily beforehand.
Right. Weird.
So this kind of lulled Leara into a false sense of safety.
Yeah, whatever spirits were there were probably just gathering up their energy for like the big.
I didn't think of that, but yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
At the end of that 2.5 weeks, Leara was in what she describes as the orange room. I think it had like orange carpet.
Okay.
She was doing her makeup in the mirror, which when in this room, you could see the entire hallway in the mirror behind you.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure this was on the 2nd floor.
Ugh, I hate that.
She's doing her makeup. She starts to hear tapping, which she initially thought was rain. She peeks around the corner and something peeks around the corner back at her.
Oh, not like that.
She describes what peeked back at her was something, again, that didn't really have like discerning facial features, but was smiling.
Fuck off. Was it the smiling man?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
So the smiling man, the hat man, are they one and the same?
No.
Okay. Okay, well, whatever. Regardless.
I'm sorry, but no. Well, the smiling man, I didn't write about him, so I don't remember everything. But the smiling man in particular finds women who are in tears and crying and makes them smile as they're leading into their death or in death. But they go for specifically women who are depressed or sad or crying.
Yeah.
And they smile and they end up dying.
Okay. So this is like, that's like the movie Smile.
Basically, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Leara actually said it was smiling like from the movie Smile.
That's true.
And she can't watch those movies.
Those
movies are really creepy.
Do you remember
the first one?
Do you remember that a few episodes ago? I think it was our last episode of season 1. I told you about I have a dream all the time.
Yes.
I hate
of the smiling.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Puts a pit.
There's something about that. Yeah, it's very eerie.
To her, the smile felt condescending and like this thing was saying, guess who's back? That night, Leara is lying in bed, trying to rationalize that morning's encounter and trying to convince herself that what she saw wasn't the Hat Man.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not always wearing a hat. I don't know.
Just her imagination or something.
Maybe sometimes he takes his hat off. I don't know. Okay. But anyways.
I think he has been seen without a hat.
Okay. That's why I was like, are they one and the same? But
I believe he has been seen without the hat. But most people describe him with a Zorro hat or a fedora.
Zorro hat?
Yeah, like, like the wide circular rim. Zorro. That's just what people...
Okay. So I'm going to have to Google that later. So she's laying in bed trying to convince herself that she didn't see the Hat Man when she hears tiny footsteps in her room and sees him, the Hat Man.
No.
Standing there. This is the moment where Leara is fully realizing this haunting is not over.
Like, wait, and she sees him not in a mirror this time.
Right.
She's looking straight at him right in front of her.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's what it sounds like.
Okay.
And yeah, so she's like, this haunting is not over. And she thinks it's going to get worse. Leara lays back down, closes her eyes. She's praying for this entity to go away. When she opens them again.
Oh, he's right by her face.
Well, he's standing at the edge of her bed. She throws her comforter over her head, curls into a ball. And then she feels pressure on the bed near her feet, as if someone is sitting there, like just sitting on the edge of the bed.
Yeah.
She doesn't really remember exactly this moment, but she bolts out of her room, down the stairs, and out of the house onto the front porch, crying and hyperventilating. It's a creepy one. She said she doesn't know what would have happened if she hadn't had that flight response.
Oh, yeah.
because her usual response is freeze.
Yeah, thank God.
Same.
Oh, not me. I'm a runner.
If you're a fighter, probably.
Well, yeah.
Maybe not in that scenario, but
I'd run in that. Well, I'm not going to fight a fucking ghost.
Yeah. Yeah. Once she's calmed down enough to go back inside, she decides she's going to just sleep downstairs on the living room couch, and her dog stays beside her for the night, the dog that wouldn't go upstairs.
Aww.
And from this point on, Leara's basically seeing the Hat Man every night. We are now really getting to the point where they're moving out. She was actually supposed to go on a TV show about her story.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But then the pandemic hit and it wound up just getting canceled. All of a sudden, Leara's parents just announced, like, we're moving. And within 1 month of that announcement, they're moving to a new place.
Okay.
So here are some more things that Leara's parents reveal years after they moved out. And this is what prompted them leaving.
Okay.
One morning, while alone in the house, Leara's mother is in the shower. She hears extremely loud stomping coming down the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
It scared her, but rationalizing it, she initially thought it was her husband. She peeks her head out of the bathroom door and sees a man with a top hat coming down the hallway. That one incident for Leara's mother was like, all right, we're moving out.
See it, yeah.
Then Leara says she feels like the entities, like, obviously, I mean, they're listening to everything these people say. Like, they know they're moving and they're angry about it. So this is the last day inside the house. And this is basically the last thing that happens. I do have other details about things that happen in the house, but I'm not going to get into everything today. So we'll just leave it at this. This is kind of strange. The church asks that when the family moves out, that they not only clean the house, obviously, respectful thing to do, but also that they leave every interior door in the home open. Strange, right?
That's weird.
Leara's mom is finishing up with cleaning. She's in the house by herself.
Yeah.
She felt watched while she was cleaning and sensed herself that there was something there that was angry with them for leaving. While she was opening all of the doors on that second floor, she heard that little girl's voice again, that it sounded like Leara, saying, "Mommy, why are you doing this? Please don't leave." This was the first time that voice had spoken in a full sentence. So now her mom is rushing to get all those doors open.
I wouldn't even do it. I'd be like, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro.
Same. I'd be like, I forgot.
I would just be like, I did. I would lie.
Yeah.
Like, I did.
Or
The ghost's close on, man. I don't tell you.
True.
It's haunted, bitch. This house is haunted. Like, what do you want from me?
Yeah, exactly. So her mom is rushing. She's feeling sick after hearing the voice. As she goes to leave and is pulling the front door closed, she hears this simultaneous slam of all of those doors closing. Leara has shared that she has looked in library archives, online records, old newspapers, trying to find history and information about the house. She's never really been able to find much, probably because it was always owned by the church and used by the church.
Right.
She did find an article, it was very vague, that a man in the early 1900s was hit by a train near the house and was brought inside, and he passed away inside the house.
Okay.
But otherwise, from what she knows, the house was just usually occupied by preachers. To this day, the church still owns the house and the property, and it's being used as offices in the house. Leara does know someone who's gone to the house since that's been switched over, and that person did have an experience that she's talked about. If you want to hear every single detail about this haunting, go check out Leara's TikTok. She shared the whole thing.
Yeah.
But another strange thing that occurred that her dad told her about, we're not really sure where this happened in the storyline though, is one day he was laying in bed having a full-on conversation with his wife, who he thought was laying in bed beside him.
Oh, God.
When he gets up for work, he realizes her car is gone and she'd already left for work. He goes back into the bedroom and no one's there.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Nope, don't like that.
That is the extreme haunting that Leara experienced in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's terrifying. Crazy.
Yeah. So like we said earlier, to end this episode off, we are going to share a follower horror story or personal story. Yeah. And if you have one to share, make sure you send it. Again, just mentioning this to justalittlestitiouspod@gmail.com. Take it away.
Okay, so this person wants to stay anonymous. Okay. My husband and I live in New Jersey. The beginning of our night was normal. We went out to eat at a nice place and played pool after. But once that was over, we started to drive around and decide what we wanted to do next. I had the bright idea of going for a walk in a park late at night. Thinking back on it, wasn't the best idea. The name of the park is Kings Park. When we drove to the park, I already had a bad feeling, almost like an energy shift. As soon as I got out of the car, I felt a sense of being watched. That
Typical.
Keep in mind, I've never had an experience or encounter with anything supernatural or demonic. This was definitely a first for me. As my husband and I started walking towards the park, things began to feel more creepy. I kept looking around, but everything was so pitch black. There was a trail with trees on both sides. As you look forward, you see a building with a light beside it. When I look at this building, it seemed normal at first, but then I saw this tall, dark figure walk past it, but not in a way a person would walk. It felt very unnatural and demonic-like. I asked my husband if he saw it too, and he agreed. I asked if he wanted to continue walking, but he said no. So we started to speed walk back to the car. The feeling of being watched became more intense. We began to hear footsteps behind us, but every time I looked back, nothing was there. I told my husband we should start running. Once we did, it stopped. We stayed in the car by the park to discuss what we just saw. When we drove off, I could have sworn I saw the figure again peeking by a tree, almost as if it was watching to see if we would come back. By the way, I love your content and love you. Such a big fan.
Aw. Well, thank you. And thank you so much for sharing that. That's creepy as fuck.
It is creepy. And it's neat. Some of the stories we get show simple, creepy.
Yeah.
Can't explain it. Don't know what it was.
Right.
I like that. We like that.
Me too.
I love that.
Did she mention where this was?
New Jersey.
Oh, okay. Just New Jersey.
That I don't.
Yeah.
And I know the name of the park was Kings Park.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
Kings Park in New Jersey.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We'll have to maybe look into we should just Google.
We should. Yeah.
If Kings Park, if there's anything else, but if anyone has been there and you've had a weird experience, let us know.
Yeah.
That is, especially the creature peeking
peeking
around the tree.
There's something about the peeking that always gets me.
Me too.
I really don't like the peeking.
I think it's because it's like
if you're going to come and terrorize me, just step out, man.
Right.
Just show me what you are. Get it over with. Don't show me your head. I don't want to see it.
That's why it's so creepy. It's like the unknown, and you know that it's like trying to be stealthy and stalk you.
And I hate that. Just be upfront about it. Don't do that.
Or just don't do either if you're a bad entity. But that's very, very creepy. But also, was it something bad? In that situation, you're going to be creeped out regardless.
Yeah.
Though hearing the footsteps and hearing the following and that gut feeling she had, I mean, it doesn't sound like it was good.
No, but I'm wondering if it was like Bigfoot, if it was, some kind of animal of some sort. The thing is with the feeling of being watched, if you think you saw something that's demonic or that's walking funny, you're going to feel like that.
Right.
You're going to feel like that, I feel.
And also on this point though, as people have seen in our investigation, I was blindfolded.
Yes.
Couldn't hear anything.
Yes.
And I got freaked out because I felt like there was this new presence that came upstairs. It was a cat. It was our cat.
Yeah, but there was also, I was not blindfolded.
Yeah.
And you were, and there was something.
Right.
There was.
But I feel like that was kind of like after.
Was it?
I think so.
I honestly can't remember.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
You'll see when we watch the episode. But I mean, because it was really like exactly at the time that our cat Trixie came upstairs. So I think in that state, I feel vulnerable. I can't see anything. We're investigating a haunted house. I sense that something else is in the space, and immediately it freaks me out. Watch it if you haven't seen it. That's all. That's it. That's all.
Me and my haunted doll. Well, Megan's haunted doll.
Anyway, peace. Later, skaters. Thanks for listening to Just a Little Stitious. If you like stories like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment.
And before you go to sleep tonight, make sure you check under your bed, just in case that sound you heard wasn't really the fridge.